reigning NFC champs, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
The playoffs are back at Lambeau. The temps, well, they're where you would expect them in the frigid rain. Just how the Cheeseheads like it here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Seattle Seahawks and the Green Bay Packers. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, it's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
The mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. On second down, right back to Hunt. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. So the Packers offense backed up here to begin their first drive. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
As I remember back in 2013 when he was drafted out of West Virginia, he was coming off of back-to-back 4,000-yard seasons for the Mountaineers. Hadn't seen as much game time in recent years, but at one point, a capable starter in the NFL.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. On the counter, here's Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on third down, Smith. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now Gino on first down. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down. Smith steps away to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. Throwing again is Smith. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So on fourth down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. Fielded at the 33. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
As you know, so many things in the passing game are based on yardage. Sometimes it's just based on timing. And that's what we saw right there on that play. 3rd and 3. Just get the ball right to the receiver.
Is the hitch route. Tell us, what is the hitch route?
Yeah, just take really one step, like you're driving off the line of scrimmage, get the defensive back on his heels, get the ball out to the receiver, and he does the rest.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Hunt. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. We're scoreless after 1. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it 2nd down and 12. Now back to throw. It's caught. Lockett. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. They'll look to throw here. Throwing the out route, and he connects with Fan. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Looking to throw. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And the Seahawks are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the first down. It's now first and goal.
So first and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Second and goal from the 1. Hunt is in. Touchdown, Seattle. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And Kareem Hunt, the one to finish it off, as he did so with a touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Now Smith. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Geno now to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now Geno. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
And there's absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
Pete Carroll, none too pleased with that last call. He's going to throw out the challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Now a first down carry by Jones. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now a draw play. This is Jones. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. Throwing now is Geno. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he's going to have a Packers first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. An inside give to Jones. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
On 2nd and a couple, Smith. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. And he rifles it complete, caught by Landry. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 15-yard line. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
Has a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it's so hard sometimes.
It's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, that's something of a pick-me-up. And the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him. Absolutely,
because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I believe a Seahawk was able to get a handle on this, so this will remain Seattle ball. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Hunt will try going up the middle, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw is Smith. This one swung out here to Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The clock rolls as the Packers look to hurry things up. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. On first down, it's Smith. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. 2nd and 10, Smith again. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To the air again, Smith. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
Well, they've certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and that will keep this a 4-point game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
But first, let's take a look back to yesterday's NFC wildcard game. And it's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers who are moving on as they defeat the Dallas Cowboys. Continuing on, here's a look at the next-gen stats in that first half. And even though they've got the lead, they're likely going over ways they can improve the running game because they didn't find a whole lot of success in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Packers, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. The Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're rooting...
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So the opposite of what they envisioned when they left that locker room, a turnover on the opening drive of this third quarter.
I like your identification there because that's exactly what they discussed in the locker room before they came out on the field. Let's get the ball, let's go down and score, put some points on the board and feel good about it. Not an insurmountable lead, but definitely not how they saw it at halftime.
Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Holding offense.
That one on Brian Bulaga. A carry here for Hunt. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Calling a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up fourth down now. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, with talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Now the Packers get set to go. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
All that practice time came to fruition on now play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, mini camp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Throwing again on second down. Smith got his man complete over the middle. That's McKenzie. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Running right, Jones. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. They struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half. Continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe it'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Up the middle, Jones. Down right around the 25. On 2nd and 9, Smith under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Now we're going to get a timeout here, as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit, because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good. And that will keep this a 4-point game. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
And out now come the Seahawks. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn, as they've got it 1st and 10. So the missed field goal, and now they're in great shape. They'll start at the 38. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. 2nd and 9 now. This complete to Lockett. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it's 3rd and 4 now. Back to throw. Returning right back to Lockett. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. Now a toss running left, Hunt. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. He'll drop to throw. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. They'll set up to throw. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Yeah, on 3rd down, you know those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force 4th down.
They'll try and run for it. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down in the backfield. Kareem Hunt stops short of the sticks. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll fake it. Now Smith. A quick throw, but incomplete. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Smith. His throw incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Smith now to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 2nd and 6. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. They'll look to throw here. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. Here's 2nd and 8. Dancing to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 8. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the tackle. Defense.
Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2nd and 11. Swings this out for Hunt. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Looking to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Packers ready to take over offensively. And what a pressure spot for both sides, really. But they're at home now. They have the football here in the playoffs, sort of controlling their own destiny.
It's a spot they've all dreamed of. This is where you want to be. Home, have the ball, a chance to win the game, control your own destiny, as you noted. But here's the thing. Don't let the crowd get too involved if you're this team now. You've got to make sure you let them carry you, but not cause you to do things out of what you're supposed to do, right? Take you away from focusing and concentrating on the game.
Because sometimes you get so amped from the crowd that can carry you into spots you don't want to be. Is that what you're saying?
From experience, sometimes that crowd gets so involved in it and you get involved with them that you end up making plays or trying to do things that maybe you shouldn't have done.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. This is the tight end Fant. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run with Hunt.
Taken down at the 42. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
They'll run again with Hunt. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Got the connection here to Bourne.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Hunt. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
On second down, right back to Hunt.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now back to throw. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. And this is away, and I don't think Landry will get a chance to return here. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. So the Packers down 7-3, a minute 45 to play. Needing to go pretty much the length of the football field as they have it 1st and 10. Now it's Smith. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Now Smith.
Able to find Jones. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down.
Smith now to throw.
To Dobbs, and he hauls it in.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They'll go with Jones. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Smith. And incomplete on the deep ball. Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. On the delay, Jones. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Got down. And the ball is knocked out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
Loose inside the 30.
And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, or they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
Zerline now for the PAT. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
From the 6. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Green Bay's offense ready to go again.
Now Geno on first down. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. To throw again on second down. Smith. He's going to let it fly. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Now Smith. And it's it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. So a crucial two-point conversion there, but that's just part one of this two-part story that they need to happen here.
Yeah, they do need to do a few other things, don't they? They got the two, as you noted. Now they've got to make sure they get the onside kick and hope to get into field goal range and maybe have one last miracle left.
Yeah, I guess you're right. It's more than a two-part story. It's a three- or four-part story. So the onside kick will come with 17 seconds to play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And losing in this wild card round, they've got something to build on, though, for next year. But I don't know if they want to hear that right now.
Maybe not in the moment, but once they get away from it a little bit and they get to their off-season program, they'll start to talk about that. I like how you framed it. Building blocks, building this program up. And one of my favorite coaches always talks about brick by brick, you build a program. And this is one of those bricks to build them towards the next season where they think they have a chance to advance farther in the playoffs.